In the race for U.S. Senate, Florida voters have elected Marco Rubio to a third term. Here's a look at the results as Rubio defeated Congresswoman Val Demings.
Reporter Angela Rozier joins us live from Miami, where Senator Rubio is celebrating a very big win for a third term tonight. Angela?
That's right. As a matter of fact, some of the early voting polls showed U.S. Senator Marco Rubio and his challenger Val Demings pretty close. But after the polls closed today, Rubio's lead soared, and the senior Florida senator declared the winner. Now, when Rubio arrived here in his ballroom to give his victory speech, he was greeted with cheers and hugs from his supporters as he walked across that stage. He told his supporters it was great to be in the red county of Miami-Dade. Now, there was also a placard across that podium where he stood Tuesday. It stated, "Getting things done." Rubio's victory speech not only embodied that theme, but he flat out told everyone how he got here and how he says politics isn't complicated.
They want to be able to have a job that pays a decent wage. They want to be able to live in a home that they own, in a neighborhood that is safe. They want their kids to go to schools that teach truth. They want to be able to retire with dignity, and they want all four of their kids to have a life better than the life they've had. This is not complicated. This is what they want.
And he also says that people who make this country great have been forgotten and they have been left behind. He also says when we wake up tomorrow morning, he says that there is going to be a new Republican majority in the United States Senate. Todd.
It's Angela Rozier live in Miami. Angela, thank you. Congresswoman Val Demings tonight said in her concession speech she accepts the will of Florida voters in sending Marco Rubio back to the U.S. Senate.
Reporter Christina Watkins from our sister station in Orlando has more on her concession speech.
Congresswoman Val Demings was in pretty good spirits despite the outcome of this race. She brought out her entire family to the stage right behind me here at the Rosen Center in Orlando, and she thanked them for all their support over the last 17 months during her campaign. After that, she officially gave her concession speech, and she started off by saying she did call Senator Marco Rubio to congratulate him on what she described as a spirited race. She said while they didn't get the results they wanted, she says the fight is not over and she is not tired. Demings said there are dreams still alive and she will continue to fight for that for all people.
What we stand for as a country, the efforts to divide us along racial lines, along gender lines, some of the ridiculous, crazy things that were said during the race involving the LGBTQ plus community, that's not who we are. And so I need to stay in that fight. I need to keep my voice in that fight, and I can probably do it even more effectively not being in elected office.
After greeting the crowd of supporters and, of course, taking a few pictures, Demings spoke to the media off to the side about what she plans to do next. First, she says she's going to Disney World. In fact, she used that light moment to talk about how you should celebrate whether you win or you lose. She says going forward, she hopes elected leaders will come together, put aside their political differences for the American people. Reporting from Orlando at the Rosen Center, Christina Watkins, back to you.